Hey, what's up everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series that I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association in conjunction with the blog that I write for them, all about songwriting and what has worked for various artists over the course of a handful of years, whether those songs have been hits or not. So, in my last blog and vlog kick, I talked about medleys, songs that had two distinct parts, both of which were played in their entirety. I distinguished it from a mashup, where parts of songs are interspersed together, but none of the songs get played or sung in their entirety. I further distinguished this from songs that had separate movements. Those are suites, and we'll be discussing them in this particular blog and vlog kick. For our purposes, all of the suites that we'll look at will be housed under one title, although if you look them up on Wikipedia, you'll see some bulleted titles under the suites of many 70s prog rock bands, such as Yes. So we'll begin with Scenes from an Italian Restaurant by Billy Joel. I'm going to talk about the lyrics and the structure together. So, this song was originally conceived as three separate songs, which were later pieced together as one on his magnum opus, The Stranger. The first part is the piano ballad section, which is split into two verses. The first verse ends with, "We'll get a table down the street in our old familiar place, you and I face to face," while that second verse ends with the iconic, "I'll meet you anytime you want in our Italian restaurant." The first part of the song is also memorable, and it's so memorable that there are many restaurants who claim to have uttered the phrase, "a bottle of white, a bottle of red," to Billy Joel, thus inspiring the first line of the song. No word from the schmuck who offered him rosé, though. After the first part of the song comes the ballad of Brenda, or Brender to be more exact, and Eddie, who in the story were former classmates of the song's narrator. This particular part of the song deals with their rise and fall as the it couple from high school. The song then ends with one final verse, a reprise of sorts of the beginning of the song, "a bottle of red, a bottle of white, whatever you're in the mood for tonight. I'll meet you anytime you want in our Italian restaurant." Although these songs were originally conceived separately, my analysis is that Brenda is the person he's having dinner with at the beginning and the end. Since she and Eddie were high school sweethearts, it wouldn't make sense for Brenda and Billy to have been falling out so early in life and still hang out in high school, with Billy looking at their relationship fondly. Instead, I believe that the first part is actually the end of the song, spread out over a few dates, and the rest of the song tells us how they got to that spot. So melodically, I won't bog you down with the chords because it's very, very complex. But I'll talk more about the feeling of the song. So melodically, Scenes begins on piano with that slow piano ballad talking about meeting someone at our Italian restaurant. There are two verses or stanzas at the beginning with this theme that at the beginning of the song. And then, like I said, the second one, after the second one, there's a saxophone part that accompanies the piano to the same chords of the first part of the song. The piano then speeds up for the second part of the song and stays that way throughout until the last part, which is, like I said, that reprise of Italian Restaurant, that particular section. When Billy Joel released An Innocent Man 6 years after The Stranger, he wanted to evoke the kinds of songs that he had listened to growing up. All of the songs are happy and mostly upbeat, tempo-wise at least, and the middle sections of Scenes from an Italian Restaurant evoke that same childhood innocence, talking about the main character's childhood friends, the leaders of which were Brenda and Eddie. And of course, the upbeat piano matches the lyrics to give us that feeling of nostalgia, kind of that ragtime piano sounding thing. So, Scenes from an Italian Restaurant is embedded below, and you can find that and listen to it and all of that, and hopefully enjoy it in a new way. This song has influenced my writing quite a bit, and I really hope that it influences yours. In our next vlog, we are going to be talking about You Never Give Me Your Money by the Beatles.